What's going on, everybody? This is the very first episode of Rookie Tries, and a little disclaimer: this is kind of be like a 2-for-1 because this is my first vlog video that I'm doing for this channel, and also, like I said in the title, I'm gonna be showing. We're trying to learn how to actually sharpen drill bits. So it's kind of like a little 2-for-1, little treat to start off my channel, because I'll be honest, as far as video editing goes, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea how to do it. I just know very basics. I know I'm using a very basic video editor, which is the one on Windows. That every computer basically comes with, so it's not going to be anything like super special. I don't know what video editor to use once I do get used to it, but the whole point is that I am learning how to do it. So Rookie Tries video editing, or Rookie Tries putting together a video. I apologize about the background. That's the other thing. I don't know how the microphone sounds. That's actually pretty loud. I don't know how the microphone sounds, or if you guys can even hear me right now, if there's any wind. So all of this basically is a big learning experience for the first video. Yeah, it's a big helicopter. Anyway, so I'm gonna learn how to video edit it on Windows, you know, the very basic video editor, and I'm pretty sure that's how most people start out. I asked PewDiePie the other day. He's like, yeah man, I just basically used iMovie, you know, to put stuff together. So, or whatever he uses. I don't think he uses an iPhone, but probably Windows, something like that. Anyways, the point is I'm learning. So I'm heading over to the shop right now. I'll see you guys there. Check this out. All right, here we go. So this is the auto shop at my school. As you see, we got a lift here. I'm in here pretty often nowadays, ever since I brought projects to school. Like over the last couple weeks, I was kind of fixing my car, and then the problem I had with that was the exhaust on it had a bunch of holes on it, so I had to bring up this lift. I had to basically patch up those holes welding. With that exhaust project, I used drill bits for part of the project because I had to drill out old bolts from the flange. And the problem that I was having was it was taking so stinking long. And because of that, I was eating up these drill bits. I broke a few of them. The other ones that didn't break became super dull. And basically, to drill out one bolt took me about legit probably like an hour and a half. Let me take this mask off. Anyways, like I was saying, yeah, it would take me like an hour and a half to just drill through like one bolt. Just to open it up, show you. Like this one was one that I would use. And if you just take a look at the tip, that would focus. See, I don't know how to focus or anything yet. But if you look at the tip, you can see that's pretty worn out. And that was just from me absolutely annihilating these drill bits, trying to get that thing drilled out. I got so fed up with it that after I finished the first one, which again took me like an hour and a half, I decided to spend a little bit more money to buy better drill bits. I actually watched Project Farm's video where he reviewed different kinds of drill bits, and the best one to come out of them was these DeWalt drill bits. And so this was a little bit more expensive, definitely worth every single penny. So much that I actually bought a second pack because I knew that, you know, if any of these break, I'd rather have this as a backup instead of the cheap Harbor Freight. The second bolt that I had to drill out literally took 5 minutes tops. I really kind of kicked myself in the butt. I was like, man, you wasted like an hour and a half of your life drilling out nothing. But you know, that's what this channel is all about. Rookie tries, rookie learns, you know. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna kind of take this steel plate right here and I'm gonna drill 2 holes, one with the DeWalt and one with the Harbor Freight brand. And actually this will kind of be like a before I sharpen, and then the DeWalt will be kind of like a, you know, just a quality comparison. And I'll do like an after I try to sharpen these drill bits. But I'm gonna do them side by side. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit, and hopefully we'll be able to see a difference. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna circle different parts of the plate where I will drill. Okay, so Harbor Freight dull, DeWalt, Harbor Freight sharp. I just realized that I should probably put some punches here because that's what professionals do in the professional world. So just do a little punch right there, punch right there, little punch right there. So now I can consider myself a semi-professional. So anyways, here we are again. This out of the way. Here we are again. Again, dull Harbor Freight drill bit. Let's get this started. So put that on. Put that on right there. Alright, so in case you guys haven't noticed yet, this is not thick plate at all. It's probably like 1/8. And it's, you know, we went for about 1:10, and this drill bit could not even handle it at all. So we're just gonna stop there. It's kind of like beating a dead horse. But if you can see, this drill bit is just whacked out. Totally destroyed. Smooth, basically rounded over. Alright, so now we're gonna be doing the DeWalt drill bit. Again, this is with the same plate right next to the Harbor Freight dull. And I'll actually be moving you guys a little bit closer. Again, still learning, don't know how to do videography. It's not what I go to school for at all, but hopefully it's good enough for you. So I'll just put my phone right here, reset the time, put the drill bit on. So this is DeWalt brand. A little bit more expensive, but in my opinion, totally worth it. So let's start this time. Alright. Should probably secured that, huh? Again, rookie mistake, didn't secure the thing, so when it was close to the end, it just totally spun out of control. But right now we're at 26 seconds. We basically already broke through. There's like a hole I can see through, but we're just gonna finish it for the sake of the experiment. So let's start this time again. All done. All right, so roughly 30 seconds for the DeWalt drill bit. Again, freaking killed it. Didn't even struggle with that 1/8 thick steel plate. So, and the Harbor Freight brand, you know, all dulled out because I totally messed it up. Couldn't even make it through after a minute and 10 seconds, basically. So full disclosure, I personally have never sharpened drill bits myself. Everything I'm about to tell you, or from what I know, is something that was told to me from a coworker that I used to work with. Basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking this drill bit and we're going to be taking it over to this grinder right here. And so I know there's controversy or whatever behind using a grinder, especially when it comes to sharpening things, like, oh, you're gonna ruin it. But honestly, this drill bit probably worth less than 30 cents. You can put it on the grinder. I feel like you're not gonna kill anybody. You're not gonna waste your money, I feel like. So put it on the grinder, and that's how it's gonna be. Our goal is to well, obviously sharpen it, but also get it to look like a regular drill bit at the end. So hopefully with all this grinding, we don't turn it into a totally abysmal drill bit or a totally useless drill bit. So I'm gonna set up the camera and then kind of like show you guys what I'm gonna do. Drill bit's gonna be here, and basically I'll be just like grinding over this edge, trying to get that same angle, and just kind of like taking away a little bit of time, trying to get that edge brought back. So I'm gonna tell you what my coworker told me. He said basically that when you're doing this and you have the edge right up against the grinder, that the sparks coming off of it want to be uniform. So you don't want like one line of sparks like here on the edge. You want it to be uniform across. Another thing he said is when you are doing this, you should take 2 nuts right here, and the tip of the drill bit should align basically perfectly with those nuts. So let me fix that. Should align basically perfectly with those nuts. So you see right here, I'm a little bit narrow. Oh man, can't even center on the camera. All right, so here it's like basically like a little bit narrow, so I should probably flatten it out just a little bit, just so that it lines up with these nuts. So now, as you can see, the drill bit basically lines up perfectly with the edge of those nuts, and I guess that basically makes like a perfect 45-degree angle, which is what you're looking for. And as I was inspecting this, I noticed on the DeWalt drill bit that it has like a cutting edge, and then it has an edge that kind of like drops off like right here, just like when I was drilling this one, that I just basically made like a cutting edge. So I should probably make like a dropping edge as well. So I'm gonna try that. All right, guys, and I think that's basically it. The tip has the cutting edge, and then the edge that drops off right there. It's kind of like the DeWalt drill bit right there. So you can see in comparison. So last thing to do now is just to test it out. Pitter patter, let's get at her. Okay, so I actually stopped because I realized I know that when you start drilling, oh, there we go. I actually stopped because I realized when you start drilling and you see these like little tiny flakes and not like shreds of metal like over here, that means your drill bit is super dull. So I think I actually made it worse. Okay, so I was just comparing the Harbor Freight to the DeWalt one again, and if you look on the DeWalt, it has this kind of, the top of it kind of comes down to like a point, like a sharp point, and it has like an hourglass kind of shape to it. Meanwhile, mine just kind of looks like a boomerang, and I think part of the reason why I was able to cut is because it doesn't have that point going into it. And I just realized that the edge on the side right here makes that point. So you have the cutting edge right here, and then you have that side that makes that point. And so that's what I failed to do on this one. All right, now, as you can see, the drill bit is significantly shorter than what it used to be, which is right around the height of this, or the length of this drill bit, the DeWalt drill bit. Anyways, so as you can see, just like the DeWalt drill bit, there's that hourglass shape, there's the cutting edge, and then there's the leading edge, which creates the point. And I kind of did the same thing, or tried to anyways, on this one. Hourglass shape, not so much like that pasta, but now it has that nice edge on it, and hopefully we get something going with this improvement, or if you would call it an improvement. So, all right, look at that. So right around 45 seconds with that. Oh wow, I'm actually pretty impressed. I am really surprised by that. This, for all the tests, this is how I set myself up to be. So I'll move you guys over a little bit more. So you see, I was here and I was basically pressing my body weight onto, or my upper body weight onto the drill bit, and I did that for all the tests. So pretty consistent, I would say. I didn't try to put any more force into it, any less force into it, and I gotta say, I was really surprised by that. And when I was told how to do this, again, like, I'm a rookie, I've never done anything like this before. I wasn't told, like, hey, you got to make sure it has a nice point on it, like, you got to make sure it has a nice point like the DeWalt. And the only reason why I noticed that I needed to put a nice point on it is because the DeWalt had it, So if we take a look after that 40 seconds, and again, this is like the Harbor Freight brand, so it is a little bit cheaper, but you can see that it's already starting to wear out like a little bit. But now I know what to do in order to sharpen these drill bits again. So this was a learning experience for me. I hope it was a learning experience for you. This is what happens when a rookie who's never tried anything like this tries to do something like this. So if you guys like that, be sure to give me a like, comment. If you guys have a better way to drill stuff, or like, hey idiot, you forgot to do this one thing, or hey idiot, you could have saved yourself a lot of time if you just did this one thing, by all means, please comment down below. Tell me what I could have done better, and I'll be sure to try it next time I do one of these. So thank you for watching. Remember, you can do it, I can try. Have a good one.